Saved young like Samuel. When little Nina first came to Omaha, she thought it would be just for a little while. A new town, a new church, a new home. A family that prayed over everything, even cornflakes. The house smelled of biscuits and joy. The family's laughter filled the rooms. Sunday mornings were a ceremony. Pressed clothes, polished shoes, and prayers. There was always ice cream after the shouting and stomping. God's sweet reminder that joy comes right after the praise. I think it's time you get baptized. What do you think? Said Auntie. The Lord's calling you. When He calls, you answer. But Nina wasn't sure if God's voice sounded like hers. She watches the baptizing of others, still unsure. Uncle said, "You don't have to be an adult to hear God." Samuel was just a boy when God called his name. 3 times before he knew. The Lord called Samuel again and again, just a boy, but chosen. God doesn't wait for us to grow up before He begins His work. Then one night, the Lord called his name, Samuel. The sound was soft, but carried through every stone. Samuel rose and ran to Eli. "Here I am. You called me." But Eli said, "I did not call, my son. Go back and lie down." Eli had thought the boy had a dream, but the voice came again, gentle, patient, holy. Samuel. The air itself seemed to breathe his name. When Samuel told Eli what he'd heard, the old priest bowed his head. He knew the Lord had chosen the boy. Samuel said, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." And heaven leaned close to hear the words of a child. From that day, Samuel spoke with the voice of the Lord, and all of Israel listened. From Dan to Beersheba, the word spread that a child had become a prophet. In the stillness of night, God's whisper filled the room. Samuel grew, and the Lord was with him, and none of his words fell to the ground. 1 Samuel 3:19. The same God who called Samuel calls still. If you are returning to the Lord with all your heart, then rid yourselves of foreign gods and commit yourselves to the Lord and serve Him only, and He will deliver you. 1 Samuel 7:3. Rolled not in anger, but in mercy. The cries of one man became the deliverance of many. Let everything that has breath praise the Lord. Psalms 150:6. The same light that called Samuel would one day reach another child who listened. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John 1:5. You fail, but do not fear. The Lord does not abandon His own. Keep walking, keep listening. He speaks still, even now. From temple to baptismal water, from ancient stone to small town church pew, the call has never changed. It only for ears willing to listen. Sometimes we're called before we understand the calling, but God knows the child He made. And long before we speak His name, He already whispers ours. Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. Subscribe for more motivational stories.